Useless. So we discussed about the user administration, right, guys? So we discussed about the user administration, right?
Diario. నిన్న కొంచెం రాయి పెట్టాలి ఒక పెద్ద రాయి కొంచెం గ్యాప్లో ఆకుల కోసం ఢిల్లీ వచ్చా లొకేషన్ మీరు కూడా తింటావు సూపర్ ఉన్నాయి
So Vishal, hello,
సూపర్
Vishal. Vishal, are you there? Are you able to hear? Vishal, who is from welcome?
చేసుకోవడానికి ఇవైతే ఐటమ్స్ దొరుకుతాయి అడవిలో
Yes, who is from welcome?
చెప్పేసి
Mahesha. Okay, you joined 2 times, huh?
టూ టైమ్స్ ఒక ల్యాప్టాప్ లో
తీసుకోవాలి
Okay.
ఇంకో విషయం ఏంటంటే నేను ఎంత ఫ్రీ వచ్చానంటే అన్న కూడా ఫ్రీగానే వస్తాయి కావచ్చు అదే కానీ కొంచెం లోపలికి పోతున్నా లాస్ట్ టైం కూడా ఎదురు
Yeah, nice.
కొంచెం లోపలి బాగా నాకు అది క్యాన్సిల్ చేసుకున్నాయి కోర్స్
Yeah. So we discussed about the user ad. So we discussed about the user ad and that assign password to the user. Okay. So today we'll discuss about the fields in uh the slash etc password, guys. So what is this? So fields in the slash etc password. So what is that? Fields in slash etc password. So fields in slash etc password. So what are the fields, guys? The fields in the slash etc. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So what are the fields in the slash etc possibility? What are the fields, guys? The fields in the slash etc password, right? So these are the fields. What these fields, guys? I will tell. So what these fields? So for example, one is instructor colon x colon. So something like 1,000 colon 1,000. So double colon slash home instructor slash bash. So what is that? So instructor is one. So X is nothing but a password of the user. 3 is nothing but a UID. So 4 is nothing but a UID. 5 is nothing but a comment. 6 is nothing but a home directory. 7 is nothing but a bash form. Able to access it or not. Right, guys. So what this is? This is related to user 6 and this is related to user user 2. So user 2. So who is the instructor? So user 6, user 2 is the instructors. X is nothing but a password. The second one is the password password NX character. NX character indicates that encrypted password is stored in /etc shadow file. Okay. Third is nothing but a UID. Fourth is nothing but a group ID. User ID info. So fifth is nothing but a the comment or everything, right? User ID info. The comment field, it allows you to add an extra information about the users, such as user's full name, phone number, or etc. So the sixth one is the home directory. Seventh one is the shell prompt. What is the seventh one is the shell prompt. Guys, understood? So what is that? So one is nothing but a username. So what's the username? It is used to it is used when user logs in. It is used when user sees logs in. What is the second one? Second one is password. What is that? Password. NX character. NX character indicates that encrypted password is stored in /etc shadow file. NX character indicates that encrypted password is stored in /etc shadow file. So what is the third one? User ID. User ID is nothing but a UID. So what is the fourth one? So fourth one is the group ID. What is that, guys? Group ID. GID is nothing but a group ID. So fifth one is nothing but a user ID info. What is the user ID info? The comment field. The comment field to allow you to add extra information about the users, such as users, users full name, phone number, etc. Okay. So what is the sixth one, guys? Sixth one is nothing but a home directory. Home directory. Users, home directory. What is the seventh one? Seventh one is in shell. What is the shell, guys? Shell is a win bash. What is the shell, guys? Shell is a win bash. Understood, guys? So this is nothing but a the information, the fields. What are the fields in the /etc password? If you create a user, we have a 7 fields. One is username, password, UID, GID, user ID info, home directory, shell, guys. Okay. So this is the fields of the normal user. What is this? This is the fields of the normal user. Fields in /etc shadow. Fields in /etc shadow. So what are the fields in the /etc shadow? So in the shadow, cat /etc shadow. What this is? What this is? Yeah, guys. So what are the fields in slash etc shadow? So these are the fields. I will tell you the fields. Okay. These are the fields. This is the password to remove something. Yeah. So this is the password slash etc shadow. So what it is? This is the instructor. What is this? This is the instructor. So second one is the password. So third one is last password change. Fourth one, this is uh, this is password from the so peer to peer. It's something with yeah. So one, this is one, this is two, and this is three. This is four, and this is five, six, and seven. Okay, seven. Then. So what is the one, guys? One is nothing but a username. Username is nothing but it is your login. Okay. So what is the second one? Second one is nothing but a password. So what is the password? It's your encrypted password. So encrypted password is something like so this is the encrypted password. Okay. So this is the encrypted password. So the third one. So what is the third one? Third one is the last password change. What is it? Last password change. Last change. Okay. Days change first Jan first 1917. The password was changed. So what is the minimum? So the minimum number of days, the minimum number of days required, the minimum number of days required between password changes. That is the number of days, the number of days left on. So before the user is allowed to change his or her password. So what is the fifth one was? So fifth one is nothing but a maximum. The maximum days. So maximum, the maximum number of days, the maximum number of days, the password is valid. What is that? The password is valid. After that, user is forced to change his or her password. So his or her password. So what is the sixth one, guys? Sixth one is nothing but a warning. What is that? Warning. The number of days. The number of days before password is password to expire. That user is warned on that is or the password must be changed. Right, that is what. What is the seventh one? Seventh one is inactive. What is that? Inactive. Days since Jan 1st, 1970. That account is disabled. Account is disabled. That is an absolute, absolute date specifying, absolute date specifying when the login may no longer be used. May no longer be used. Right. Specifying may longer be used. Understood? So this is nothing but a shadow. So this is the shadow password information, and this is nothing but a that user information, password information. Okay, guys. Understood, right? The next one is user. What is that, guys? You know how to create the user. So without delete, I want to modify the user. Without delete, I want to modify the user. To modify a user account, to modify user account properties without deleting the user account. So without deleting the user, come to modify a user account properties without deleting the user account. How it can, what is the syntax? The syntax is user node options, user name. Is that user mode options, user name? So user mode options, user name. How you can modify the users? How you can modify the users? So what are those? Those are options. What are those options? Hyphen u. Hyphen u is nothing but a user ID. Hyphen g is nothing but a primary primary ID. Hyphen s is nothing but a shell. Hyphen c is nothing but a common space. Hyphen d is nothing but a one word to nothing in value is nothing but a okay. Login name. So you already know, right? Is add a user to multiple secondary names. Multiple secondary names. How you can add a user node? You can captain C group. This need user. You are assigning the particular group to a particular user. Okay. To remove the user from the secondary group. So G fast WD hyphen user need user. So G fast WD hyphen D is normal fast to remove the user from the secondary group. Okay. What is the next user del? What is that? User del. So what is the user del, guys? To delete a user account. What is that? To delete a user account. How to delete the user account? What is the option? User del. options. Visible options, username syntax. So what are the options? We found all options. Because we so it takes over to you, over to you. I bring it up. Make fun. Make fun your phone. Delete. Post the viewers. The account is the account is logged in. So forcefully delete forcefully. Forcefully aware if the account is logged. If the account is logged. Example. User there. User one. Remove the user one. Okay. So if you use the hyphen user del, you will delete the it will delete the user account, but it will not delete the home directory. If you want to delete the home directory also, so what is the command, guys? So the command is yeah. Okay. So RF is nothing but it will delete the entire things, guys. User del so user del so remove the user account, but won't delete his data. User del RF user one removes everything related to user one. Removes everything related to user one. Misunderstood? The default user administration. The default administration options are available. Additional options are available in /etc login dot website. Second one /etc label slash user. Okay. So the second one is when we are creating a user account, when we are creating a user account, /etc /passwd is the user's TB file. Is the user's TB file /etc shadow. Shadow. What is this, guys? User's password file /etc group, group information, group information file. Okay, R2. Update. Okay, so this is the users DB file, this is the password file, and group. This is the group information. Group information, and what is this? Home directory. Home directory creates as slash home. This will be slash home. So what is the next one? User mail box is creates as var spool. User. Okay, user you. So ID also will create the what is the third one is ID user. What this is with this you will get user login user along with the information. Okay, so this is nothing but a user del, user mod, user add. Guys, understood? Yeah. So what is that next? I want to change the password of the password age minimum maximum numbers, right? We discussed about that instructor, the fields in the slash it is shadow. So I want to change those instructions also. What those is that is the warning or something like access able to access it or something like how we can achieve it. So we have a number of commands. What is the command? Chase command. What is the command? Chase command. So what is the chase command? Change user password expiry per month. Use chase command, change user password expiry information. So what is the change age? I want to change the password expiry information. What this is? So the last password, minimum password, maximum password warnings. So how we can change change it? How we can change it? Okay. How we can change it? I will show. So what is the command? The change, the change command changes the number of days between password changes and the date of the last password change. The date of the last password change. This information is used by the system to determine when a user must change his or her password. Look at that. This is a hard password. Chasing, chase options. User name. What is the options, guys? What are the options? What are the options we have? Refund is implemented. Set a date or last password change. Refund capital E. Set account expiration expiration date. What are all others? then push down. So, sorry. Continue with. Okay, set the expiration date, hyphen capital I is nothing but a set the password inactive, password inactive after expiration, password after expiration. Okay, so what is the hyphen M? It means nothing but a capital small l. Small l is nothing but a show account aging, account aging information, account aging information. Hyphen M is nothing but a set the minimum number of days before. So what is the hyphen capital M set the maximum number of days before password change. So what is the hyphen W? Set the expiration on set the expiration on the basin. So examples, symbols. So what are the example types? Examples is not better. Chase IPL shows password aging information. Information for the user. Information for the user Tom or user array. Okay. What is that term? Change. Right from small m to right from capital M 16. Right from capital W. 5 warning 5. L is nothing but a I is nothing but a inactive 5 array. Okay. Min days 3. Max days 16. Warning days 5. Max 2 days 5. For the user. 5. Okay, let's change hyphen T here. So to print is that to print user to change password login first login. Okay, the password. So what is that? How to set the change password? I will say change hyphen L. So this is the last password. So password expires never, password inactive never, password account expire never. So minimum number of days password between change 0. So maximum number of days password between change double nine double nine. So number of days of warning before password expires. Or password expires. Okay. So how to set that one? Phase I from here. 3 capital M, 60 capital W, capital I. Now chase I from here. To change it. So before it is never number. Now it is changed. Now it is changed. Right. I want to change the password for it. So I want to change the password for normal user. It will be 0. Let's try to duplicate session. So to bring the user to change the password first login. Sorry. Madam, the password is changed. The password is changed. Guys understood? So this is nothing but a user administration. So what we will discuss tomorrow? We'll discuss tomorrow the file combinations. What is that? This is tomorrow we'll discuss about the file combinations. Okay? Good, nice. Thank you. We'll continue from. Is understood? Yep, nice. Thank you. We'll continue from